In the trenches, each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school, should be a physical contest.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We got Lonzo Ball. Buzelis out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic, and it's White in at the shooting guard position. Now, here's Ball. Just 5 to shoot, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, Ball knows his team relies on him to get his own shots, too. So he works to find his looks.
Bridges kicks to Brunson. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Giddey. Anunoby comes with the double team. There's Ball with the three. Cans it from downtown. Ball's got 5 now.
Love whenever Ball is assertive like this. This is how dangerous he can be on offense.
Brunson outside. Fades back. The shot that time, not on target.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Here's Buzelis. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
And Buzelis continues to work on improving his 3-ball. When he's hitting from there, everything else becomes easier.
Now here's Towns. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Back to Giddey. The three. And again, no good by Chicago. Knicks have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Towns fires from way outside. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. New York's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Anunoby. Left side, Towns. Pass to Hart. From deep. Bridges misses. Chicago with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. And again, no good by Chicago. Knicks trail by 8. Here's Towns. And he goes big with the dunk right over Lonzo Ball.
Oh, my. Karl Anthony Towns with a little extra emphasis on that one.
The wide open look here for Vucevic. Off target with his three.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Out to Bridges. Now, here's Hart. Tight defense on him. 5 on the clock. Towns, no luck. The Bulls leading by 6. Here's White. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Anunoby. Here's Towns. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
How about the work ethic there of Towns? He's great at positioning himself on the glass and just outworking the opponent.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Vucevic against Towns. And stolen by Giddey. 3-on-3 for the three. And White, the bucket on the assist by Buzelis.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Towns, and another turnover here by New York. Chris Brickley taking in the Knicks here in the Big Apple. What a basketball guy he is, my goodness.
And through, guys head to Brickley's a lot. He's easily the most famous basketball trainer in the world.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Achua, he's checked in for OG Anunoby, and Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a 10-point game. New York, no good that time either.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Hart finds Achua. Shoots the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Buzelis, no one around him. And so it's the Chicago Bulls heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've set the tone. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Patrick Williams is out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Dosunmu. Then it's Jones. And it's Giddey in at the 3 slot. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. We have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Knicks trail by 10, and we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Outside Robinson. Out to the wing. Over to the left wing. Pass to Payne. Just 5 on the clock. To the wing right side. Here's Achua. And the Knicks miss again. Bulls leading by 13. Giddey, no one around him. Off target from outside. New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Payne with it. Now Smith defending. Payne can't hit. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Traps in the tray.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Pass to Dadier. Knocks it loose. Here's Chicago. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Here's the 3. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 6 in the quarter.
He's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Robinson finds McBride. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Chicago's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Dosunmu's shot's good.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Pass to Payne. Back to McBride. New York moving the ball around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Achua's got 6. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
Williams passes to Jones. This one for three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here are the Bulls now. They're on an 18-3 run right now. From past the arc. Pass to Vucevic. The three. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Achua, the pass to Towns. Shoots it. New York missing again.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Pass to Vucevic. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. McBride with the ball. From the arc. Gonzalez grabs the board. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Ball. Fires the 3. Knicks with the rebound. Achua's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Anunoby, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
That's good from Anunoby.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's White. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Bulls running away with it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They've got OG Anunoby. Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges, and it's Brunson in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of you.
Ball with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Knicks trail by 19. Here's Bridges. Towns trying to get open, and that one is off. Nice defense from Giddey. White wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. White's got 6 points.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Back to Bridges. Pass to Hart. On the wing, Bridges. The tray. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land. Giddey's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Really nice job there by Buzelis. Already sees the floor at a high level.
Here's Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Richard, one thing you don't see Mikal Bridges do is miss games. He is always out there.
I think it would take a lot to make him sit out of a game. He is committed to being there for his team. It's so impressive.
And it's White missing. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Pass to Buzelis. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 6 rebounds in the game. Towns with it. Now guarded by Ball. And Towns gets it to go.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Ball kicks to White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Vucevic. No good with the triple. For New York, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Poked away and stolen by White. Ball from deep 3-point territory. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. New York, no good that time either. And the Bulls, shooting pretty terrible here in the 3rd quarter at around 30%. Here's Buzelis, defended by Towns. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The Bulls shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. And it's White missing. A difficult situation for New York. Bridges for 3. Trains the 3-pointer. Bridges has got 6 here in this quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Out to the right wing. Back to Ball. Out to White. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's Ball, that time on the assist from Giddey. Ball's got 11 points.
And he wasted no time getting those points back. Great response from Ball.
The Knicks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. No good on that one for the Knicks. Achua, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Miles McBride comes in for OG Anunoby. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Dosumu, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And Trey Jones subbed in for Lonzo Ball. For 3. And the Bulls, another 3.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
And it's White missing. Right side Towns takes the 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Jones. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Kevin Huerter. Dosumu is out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. From deep, Huerter. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. From deep, Brunson. Good D by Jones. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Now, here's Dosumu. He's guarded by Anunoby. Dosumu's shot is off. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Towns, the screen. Here's Anunoby. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Smith's got 11 rebounds in the game. Bridges with the steal. Here's Towns. Hart trying to get open. Towns, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Jones from outside. Sinks the triple. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Anunoby. The Knicks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Herter with it. Bridges covering. Williams for 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
On the wing, Dosunmu. He's guarded by Anunoby. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the 4th.
New York, no good that time either. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Williams against Hart. Williams passes to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Williams with the ball. Bridges covering. Williams' shot is off. New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. It's Hart on the wing. From outside, off the mark. And it's Williams with the ball for Chicago. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Towns. It's good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
Jones sets the pick for Williams. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Zach Collins checked in for Jalen Smith. Terry comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Carter in for Jones.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart. Even though he's undersized, he's making an impact on the glass. Looking fearless right now.
Lets it go from 14. And there's another one for the Knicks.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out. There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Anunoby. Bridges kicks to Anunoby. New York needs to get off a shot. Bridges for 3. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight.
teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point. Now here's Anunoby. Here's Bridges. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Boston on offense. Porzingis surveying the floor. The kick to Tatum. Outside, Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Doris OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
Offensive board. Towns. And the basket is good.
How about Karl Anthony Towns bullying his way to that second chance look? Nicely done.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all three levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
Thanks for that, Allie. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Celtics have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Porzingis with it. Towns covering. And here's Brown for 3. Boston again missing. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Hart counted.
You love to see Karl Anthony Towns with the great decision-making. Passes up a scoring opportunity to find a teammate.
It's scooped up. Porzingis with nobody on him. He buries that jumper.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Outside Brunson. From downtown, gets the 3 to fall.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Tatum passes to Holiday. Tatum, a screen on Brunson. Back to Tatum. Pass to Holiday. It's tipped and stolen by Brunson. And stolen by Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
White for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother them.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's Brown. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Achua's checked in for New York. McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. Horford against Achua. Puts up a 3. Achua with a rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Here's Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hauser. He's covered by Hart. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. for New York. They've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. Trailing by 2. Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Well, Al Horford does not mind sending a message now and then. How about that easy flush?
It's blocked. Here's Hauser. He's covered by Hart. Pritchard gets it to go.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And here's Brunson from the arc. No good. Would have counted had it gone. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Mikal Bridges is out there with Achua. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Payne in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, or playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Payne finds Robinson down low. Here's Achua. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics lead by 7. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Outside Craig. Back to Horford. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Craig.
How about that drive from Mikal Bridges? Draw the contact, young sir.
The Celtics making a switch here. Craig's checked in. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Here's Anunoby following the bucket by the Celtics. Here we go. Tatum from long range. Doesn't go that time. Knicks trail by 7. It's Bridges on the wing. From down in the low post, it goes. Bridges has got his second bucket on the night. Outside Holiday. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the team. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
McBride. No good from outside. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Knocks it down from distance.
Boy, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
Towns for 3. Drops in the 3. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Brown. 9 points in the game. White can't hit. Left side McBride. 1:02 left in the first half. Launches a 3. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Boston leading by 6. Pass to Holiday. The kick out to White. Here's Cornette. Oh, Robinson with a block.
This is the special aspect of Mitchell Robinson. That rim protection, that ability to send it back. Look out.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And some changes here for New York. Josh Hart comes in for Robinson, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for McBride. The Celtics also with a sub. Horford's checked in. Outside Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Off the mark there with a 3. Knicks trail by 4. Towns for 3. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Porzingis up top. Pass to Holiday. Off with the layup. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Celtics out in front, up by 4. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Brown in at the 3. The shot by Towns, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Hart. Pass to Brunson. Now Anunoby. New York, no good that time either. Brunson against Holiday to the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Alec. Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
BA, it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
And here's Boston. They've gone on an 8-0 run. To the paint. It's stolen by Hart. Here's Bridges. And he makes it.
Guys, this young man does such a good job keeping his balance on the way up to the basket. Mikal Bridges solid at keeping his composure.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Well, when Mikal Bridges was drafted in 2018, his hometown team, the Philadelphia 76ers, elected to trade him after selecting him.
And B.A., he made no secret of the fact that that was a heartbreaking moment at the time. Consider that his mom actually worked in the Sixers front office in those days. But in the end, he has carved out one heck of a career.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. There's Tatum with the three. And Anunoby pulls it down. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. A 12-point game. Towns with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. The kick out to Brunson. The three is up. New York again can't hit. The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. And Holiday, here we go. No good. Hart with the defensive effort. New York has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. And there's the lob. Tatum with a steal. Here's the break. Here's Porzingis. Oh, how about KP on the break?
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end-to-end, he does it under control, right? This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
6 to shoot. And here's Brown for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic. And when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
For the Knicks, Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Achua is subbed in for Hart. Boston leading by 10. Brown passes to Cornette. Here's Horford. The Knicks with the rebound. Outside Brunson. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Brown in the high post. He's against Bridges. Horford, a screen on Brunson. To the inside. And Horford powers it home.
Well, efficiency of movement makes Al Horford successful. Gets room to shoot in these sets.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Robinson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Robinson's got his second bucket of the night.
How about the timing? It can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Brown looking around. Out to the right wing. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your
8 seconds left in the third.
number 2, Miles McBride.
Here's Pritchard. Here's Cornette. Oh, he
NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
While this call may not decide the...
And so it's the Boston Celtics finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Miles McBride is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Achua. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Tatum passes to Craig. Clock at 6. Back to Tatum. Fires for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside Anunoby. Soft touch off the glass.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
And rejected. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And some changes here for New York. Hart's checked in for Achua. Bridges comes in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for Payne. Drew Holiday's checked in for Boston. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser.
To me, that's about the length and strength of upper body by Karl Anthony Towns. He's just destroying people with his defense.
Back to Hart. Bridges against Holiday. Outside Anunoby. Clock at 4. 3-pointer. Bridges. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Horford. Stolen by Anunoby. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Back to Towns. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Tatum. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Back to Holiday. And the shot goes. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Inside. And stolen by Porzingis. White for 3. Offensive rebound. Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Holiday passes to White. Outside Holiday. There's the triple. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Brown finds White. Outside Tatum. Launches it. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Bridges against White. Here's the 3. Downtown, Jalen Brown.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Right side White. There's the 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Knicks trail by 8. It's stolen by Holiday. Pass to Tatum. The kick out to White. And stolen by Bridges. Tatum with a steal. Outside, Brown. Again, the miss by Boston. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A., playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
2:36 on the shot clock. Out to Bridges. And stolen by Holiday. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
White for three. Hart pulls it in. Bridges outside. White for three. Misses the shot. And so it's Boston with the W. All right, Allie, good stuff.
matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And it's White missing. Holiday against Ball. Holiday looking for an opening. Back to Porzingis. Pass to White. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Got a piece of it.
Making good use of his length. Rosales able to track down the block that time.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. I was able to speak with Chicago's head coach. He noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this, and one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just the size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. We'll see how they approach it. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Ball sets a screen for Giddey. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Vucevic finds White. Launches it. Another 3 for Chicago.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. And they get it back. And it's Brown missing. Here's Chicago. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Over in the corner, White. No good on the 3. Celtics trail by 6. Lets it go with the 3. Ball with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Vucevic. Takes a 3. It's good from long range. Vucevic has got 6.
And Vooch knows he can hit it off the pass. I love his confidence and quick trigger.
Brown kicks to White. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
So it's Boston now, following the 3-point basket by Chicago. Tatum dishes to White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. He has 6.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
Giddey sets the pick for Ball. Releases. Giddey, no good. Celtics trail by 9. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
And here's White after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Boston.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Porzingis finds Tatum. From outside the arc. Out to White. Fires the 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Buzelis. And again, no good by Chicago. Brown outside. That shot, no good. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Trey Jones out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Smith. And it's Williams at the 4 spot. The 3 from Tatum. Rebound by Williams. Chicago leading by 9. Smith with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Nobody near Williams. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Pritchard. Good on the triple. Pritchard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. And it's Tatum completing the break.
Huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor. It's almost a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Celtics trail by 9. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Craig. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Chicago. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.
The kick out to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Craig with a screen on Giddey. Tatum's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 6. Launches a 3, and Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Bulls.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Williams for 3. Rebound, Boston.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first half of the game. Offensive rebound, and Jalen Smith is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago. Lonzo Ball comes in for Dosunmu. The Celtics also changing it up. Porzingis is coming in for Al Horford. And it's Jrue Holiday in for Torrey Craig. Now here's Giddey. He's guarded closely. Back to Jones. And it's Ball in the corner. Jones sets the pick for Ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Ball's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Ball, such a high IQ player. Superb at knowing when to take that triple.
Holiday against Jones. From downtown, the shot by Holiday, no good. The Bulls leading by 9. And stolen by Tatum. And here they come. Here's Pritchard. Finished off the break. Pritchard's got 5 now.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Williams for three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Well, that's basically a warm-up three for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attack.
And Holiday, here we go. Pass to Hauser. Holiday with it. Driving in. 6 to shoot. Porzingis can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Celtics trail by 10. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. That three off the mark. Tipped away. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Pritchard. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. That'll do it for the first half. Bulls out front. Lee, thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center, filling out the middle. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Celtics trail by 7. A three from Porzingis. Ball with the rebound.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
The kick out to Tatum. Ball against Brown. Tatum with a screen on Ball. Brown, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Beyond the arc. White, good. White's got 9.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Ball finds White. Here's Buzelis. And taken away by Brown. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th rebound in this one. White, wide open. He fired. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Buzelis. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. Tatum passes to Brown. Now here is Holiday. Porzingis at the elbow. Shot clock at 5. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. There's Brown with the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got his 5th rebound in this one. And staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
From deep, Williams. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
In shooting while in rhythm, Porzingis demonstrating how you torch the defense off the dribble.
Giddey tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Porzingis kicks to Brown. Puts up a deep three. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Giddey finds White. 1:12 left in the third quarter of the game. And the Bulls with another miss. Celtics trail by 7. Right side Tatum. Inside, here's Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 5 assists in the game. Here's White. Trains it from beyond the arc. White's got 15.
Right now, White red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
Chicago leading by 8. To the right side. There's Ball with the 3. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 6. Boston shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. The 3 from Tatum. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Smith comes in for Vucevic. And it's Dosunmu in for Josh Giddey. Celtics trail by 11. Hauser the pass to Horford. Holiday against White. Three-pointer. The shot by Holiday, no good. Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one falls for Williams. And Williams drops them both. Here's Brown. Here's Pritchard. Kobe White, he's been feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Bulls. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Assisted by.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Dosunmu is out there with Smith. Then it's Collins. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Jones in at the point. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. Fades. Craig pulls it in. Celtics trail by 11. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. The 3 from Tatum. Chicago grabs the miss.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
There's the pick. On the wing, Giddey. There's the 3. And the Bulls with another miss. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Hauser misses. The Bulls leading by 11 from deep three-point territory. Dosunmu, shot's good. Dosunmu's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Tatum for 3. Collins grabs the miss.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Celtics trail by 14. Craig kicks to Tatum. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Craig passes to Hauser. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Hauser's got his first basket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Giddey kicks to Jones. Dosunmu, the pass to Smith. Now here's Dosunmu. Defense right on him. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. Bulls shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Puts up a three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got his 5th assist in this one. A wide open look here for Craig. Offline with his 3. Chicago leading by 15. Jones dishes to Collins. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. The Celtics shooting just 30% from the field here in the 4th. Here's the screen. Here's Hauser. Giddey defending. Hauser the pass to Craig. A three-pointer off the mark. The Bulls shooting just 30% from the field here in the 4th.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bulls.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Josh Giddey.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
In the corner, Smith with it. Outside, Jones. Takes a three. No good there. Here's Hauser. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big mark.
have in common. They are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Now, New York starting 5. We've got Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Brunson in at the point. Bridges misses, and so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Here's Brunson outside, and it's cleared by Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Hart. Three-pointer, Vucevic. They get it back. Pass to White. This one for 3. The rebound by Bridges. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Brunson with the bucket.
Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
White for 3. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Knicks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
Three-pointer, Buzelis. He drops it from range.
And that's a promising shot for Buzelis.
Pass to Towns. White with the steal. Let's go with a 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
The 3 ball. Goes back up. Chicago grabs the miss. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Hart pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And there's the whistle. They'll pin that one on Nikola Vucevic. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Achua's checked in for New York. Outside Brunson. For 3, Bridges. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Chicago has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Bridges outside from behind the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me, and we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. Keeps the defense on its toes. We can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. White for 3. Knocks down the triple. White's got 6.
Big men who dish it like Vucevic are royalty in this league.
The shot by Towns, no good. Chicago with the ball. Right now on a 9-0 run. And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting, Tom Thibodeau? Lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
Now here's Hart. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. New York, again, can't hit. Chicago leading by 7. For 3. White can't hit. And here are the Knicks. Back to Hart. Pass to Towns. Count that one.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Right side Giddey. Now here's Vucevic. Fires the 3. This shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Bridges. White with the steal. They've got numbers. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. And he gets it to go. Towns has got his 2nd basket.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Three-pointer, Vucevic. The shot misses. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Cameron Payne out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Achua in at the power forward. New York shooting their first free throws of the game now. All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
Well, BA, the game has changed so much. We see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors of both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, can have the ball in their hands and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
Pass to Payne, back to Bridges. Now McBride, right wing, from deep. Smith with the rebound. Achua against Williams. Three-pointer, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a 5-point game. Buries it from 3. McBride's got 5.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Jones from outside. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's McBride. 5 points in the game. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Dosunmu for 3. It doesn't go for him. Knicks trail by 5. Bridges passes to McBride. Outside Payne from deep. Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Smith. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Dosunmu. And a switch here also for New York. Anunoby's checked in. Jones, the pass to Williams. The 3. And Jones, good for 3. 6 points for him.
That's pretty much not how they defend the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Bridges outside. McBride passes to Bridges. Achua for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Well, he definitely forced that shot, guys. He had plenty of time to adjust himself and kick the ball out and look for a better shot. Have to give credit to the defense there, too.
Now here's Jones. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. For New York, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Robinson's defense is always a factor, Brent, and lately he's done a better job of staying on the floor.
NBA fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots. It's about being in great position with your body and being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Chicago?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Jones. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Bridges. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And it's New York with a rebound. They need this. Anunoby. The ball's knocked loose. McBride passes to Anunoby. Clock at 6. Pass to Achua. Back to McBride. Jacks up a 3. Buzelis grabs the board.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
These are his first free throws of the game. And that one falls for Vucevic. Jones, he's checked in for Chicago. Hart's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for McBride.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Shots good by Hart.
Talk about the range. I mean, he's got amazing feel from that distance.
Three-pointer, Buzelis. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. Left side, Anunoby. Back to Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Jones. Here's Ball. He's scoreless. Pass to Vucevic. Fires from deep. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Always playing heads up as Lonzo tries to find the open teammate.
Fires away from way outside. Bridges misses. Here's Buzelis. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. Chicago ahead. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nikola Vucevic has come to play here in this one.
It's not easy to own a game through your work on the glass, but he's managed to do it thus far.
We've got Ball. Buzelis out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Vucevic. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Payne. Fires the 3. Ball with the rebound. Bulls leading by 16. Three-pointer, Buzelis. That one no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the right side. Outside Payne. Pass to Achua. Takes the 3. New York again can't hit. The Bulls have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Three-pointer, Vucevic. The Knicks with the rebound.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Here's Dadier. Achua for 3. Sinks the tray. Achua's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. McBride can't get it to go. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. At one point, they led by 16.
Impressive decision there as Giddey just shot that one. No hesitation.
Now here's Achua. Out left to the wing. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job and help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Here's Achua. Right side, Robinson. Achua passes to Payne. And a nice finish on the layup. Payne's got his first points in this one.
The interior trying to make it tough on Payne, and he just found a way.
Three-pointer, Buzelis gets the three ball to go. And the Bulls lead by 15.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so here is Chicago, following the bucket by the Knicks. White finds ball. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now here's ball. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Good work defensively by Robinson.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Achua gets the bucket.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
The shot by Buzel is no good. Knicks trail by 14. Pass to McBride. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Dadier. 5 to shoot. And it's Chicago with a board. Buzelis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. Buzelis has got 9 points here in the second half.
Very encouraging to see Buzelis just going off offensively. This rookie is certainly feeling himself right now, and I love it.
Achua can't hit. Chicago leading by 17. Pass to Buzelis. The three. Kept alive. 4-3. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Vucevic has got 3 assists in the game.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for New York, Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. Pass to Giddey. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Bridges. Anunoby with it. DeSumo picks him up. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Takes a 3. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got his 5th rebound in this one. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Chicago leading by 18. For 3, Smith. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 6 rebounds in the game. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Now it's Hart. Puts up a deep 3. Smith with the rebound. DeSumo outside. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. And the three-pointer goes.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times. Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
Outside Brunson. Here's Anunoby. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And he gets it back. Towns, left side. And he can't bank that one in.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you. And just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
From deep, Giddey. Pass to Williams. Fires from way outside. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Towns, covered by Smith. The offensive rebound. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And no matter what the chatter is out there, all Big Cat does is produce on a nightly basis.
Chicago making a switch here. Herter's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Bulls leading by 23. Herter, a screen on Brunson. Jones from outside. And again, no good by Chicago. And Towns has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Beyond the arc. Smith with the rebound. Well, Chicago's shooting just around 32% from the field. Dosunmu outside. Herter passes to Dosunmu. From the arc. And Kevin Herter with a 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
And the Bulls making a change here. Collins checked in. All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Matas Buzelis.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. He's really going at the defense inside throughout the entire game. It's just showing the D no mercy whatsoever. They constantly were feeding him the ball, clearing out, and letting him do his thing.
Oh, he's a crowd favorite. This building is never more alive than when he's at his best. And he was beyond at his best tonight. He had this place going crazy.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bulls.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Matas Buzelis.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving them.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
You want to talk about ball distribution? They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Smith against Hart. Three-pointer. And it's New York with a rebound. There's 39 seconds left in the final quarter. Bridges with it. Now Carter defending. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Herter.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Outside Hart. Anunoby on the wing. Pass to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. The shot won't fall. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Hart, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then there's Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Hart, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Bridges outside. To the inside. The kick out to Anunoby. To the left wing. Towns finds Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges inside the three-point line. Yes, that goes in.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. We'll start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple of seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Now here's White. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, out to Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Towns. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
Here's Towns following the bucket by the Celtics. And the Knicks miss again. Porzingis against Towns. And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Bridges for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
The top 2 things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Out to White. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Brunson. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 1. Stolen by Holiday. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
He's an explosive, athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And New York with a change here, too. McBride's checked in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Horford finds White. Down low. And Holiday has it in the corner. Stolen by Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Brunson outside. Towns down low. He's against Porzingis. That ties the game.
And we just saw Cat at his best, pounding the paint, finishing near the rim.
Horford kicks to Holiday. Here's Porzingis. Second shot opportunity, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Hauser's checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. The Knicks also changing it up. Achua, he's checked in for Hart. Mikal Bridges comes in for OG Anunoby. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Hauser. Now Brown. Here's Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Lays it up off the glass. Pritchard's got 5 points so far.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Towns, no luck. Pritchard passes to Porzingis. Now Horford. Here's Pritchard. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. Nope. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Achua is out there with Bridges. Then it's Payne. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They get it back. Robinson misses from close range.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Here's Hauser, covered by Achua. Pass to Craig. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside. Craig's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Stolen by Tatum. Here's Pritchard. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
McBride passes to Bridges. New York moving it around. Back to Payne. From deep. Here's Robinson. Pass to Payne. Tries yet again. Bridges misses. Celtics leading by 11. Craig passes to Pritchard. Craig sets a screen. Kept alive. He goes up again. Misses at the rim. The Knicks have gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on the free throw. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And Tatum is someone who takes pride in rebounding.
The Celtics shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
And it's sent back by White. And Tatum launches it from deep. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Knicks trail by 11. Brunson barreling in. And he banks in the layup. Brunson's got his first points in this one.
And I like seeing Brunson drive inside. Good at just keeping the pressure on the defense.
Outside Holiday. Back to White. Fires the three. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. White's got 5 points so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees. So the experiment was a success.
A huge success, D.A. Thank you. Al Porzingis, after Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. 5 to shoot from the arc. Porzingis can't hit. Knicks trail by 14. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Holiday looking for an opening. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And that one drops for him. He has 5.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Now, here's Anunoby. Bridges for 3. The rebound by Holiday.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Tatum setting the pick for White. Knocks down the 3 ball. White's got 6 here in this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. Jaylen Brown out there with Porzingis. And it's Cornette in at the 5. Roaming the paint. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And it's Towns missing.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Outside, Porzingis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's White after New York gets the 3. And here's Brown outside. Here's Anunoby. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Boston leading by 21. The 3 from Porzingis. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the dunk by Towns.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. White the pass to Cornette. Towns against Brown. Fires away from way outside. Knicks with the rebound. On the wing, Bridges. He's covered by Brown. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Talk about taking flight. Air Bridges is in the building.
Bridges against White. Fires for three. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Celtics leading by 15. Here's Cornette. Makes it off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Brunson. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Hart with it. Brunson outside. New York needs to get off a shot. Brunson being aggressive.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Here's White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Celtics have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. Brown outside. Fires the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Look, it can be simple. Read the defense, call the play. Brown can really do it all.
Brunson the pass to Towns. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Jason Tatum comes in for Luke Cornette. And it's Pritchard in for Derek White. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Achua is checked in. Holiday finds Brown. Here's Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. A fader. It's rebounded by New York. Bridges, no one around him. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Boston. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. From deep, Brunson. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Celtics leading by 18. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
And Towns gets it to go.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Porzingis can't hit. Bridges against Holiday. Achua kicks to Bridges. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. The wing jumper off target.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Knicks. Payne out there with Miles McBride. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Achua. And it's Towns in at the center position. Now here's Towns. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. McBride's shot is off. Celtics leading by 18. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Celtics.
Always a threat. 3-point land that time was seriously expanded.
To the middle. Payne kicks to Towns. 3-pointer. And Boston with the rebound. Pass to Pritchard from outside the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Bangs on the trifecta.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Here's McBride. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Drew Holiday's checked in for Torrey Craig. The Knicks also changing it up. Hart, he's checked in for Precious Achiuwa. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. Now, here's Bridges. Here's Anunoby. No good, unable to end this run. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Pritchard. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game. New York, no good that time either.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
The Knicks shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Hart, no good. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Bridges outside. The 3. And Boston with the rebound. Hauser's got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Substitution on the court. 2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson covering. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Bridges left side. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And the Celtics shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. New York with the ball. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Here's Anunoby. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Here's Pritchard. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The 3-ball. The rebound by Davison.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now, here's Bridges. From deep, Brunson hits it from 3-point range.
Brunson, 3.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Horford has a wide open look, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here's Hauser. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. On the wing, Bridges. No good on the triple. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. And so for Rick.
run their offense through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. They've got Josh Giddey, Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Ball in at point guard.
Well, instant offense. Be shot ready on the catch, Josh Giddey. Yes, sir.
White with it. Outside, Brown. 5 on the clock. Tatum from long range. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Holiday against Ball. White on the wing. Here's the three. No luck on that one.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Giddey. For three. Porzingis grabs the board. For Boston, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. White, the pass to Tatum. Tatum, a screen on Ball. Again, the miss by Boston. Chicago has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that. You know, you can expect Porzingis to make a jumper like that whenever he takes one in rhythm.
From Pete Giddey. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. White for 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Now here's White. Over to the left wing. Let's go with a 3. Hits the trifecta.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. The Bulls have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Giddey with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Ball taking his time here. Off target from three-point range. Boston trailing. Outside, Brown. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. Misses the 3. The Bulls shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. The shot by Buzelis is no good. And the Celtics shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, BA. It's 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence. When Porzingis is knocking down that three-point shot consistently, it opens up other aspects of his game.
Pass to Vucevic. White on the wing. Here's Buzelis. Outside Giddey. Takes a 3. Rebound Boston. Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. The 3 from Ball. Holiday grabs the miss. Celtics trail by 5. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Tipped away. Stolen by Giddey. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a four-point play. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Chicago shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
Well, Mattis Buzelis certainly has good size, but what catches my eye are his skills. He can handle the ball and make smart decisions on the floor, which is so important for a rookie. Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
It's his first trip to the line, and he makes the first. And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Bulls up 6. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Chicago.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Josh Giddey out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Trey Jones, then it's Smith, and it's Dosunmu in at the 2.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Giddey. Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance. Giddey's got 6.
Boy, Giddey, if he becomes a knockdown three-point shooter, you will not be able to guard this guy.
Screen by Horford. Tatum with it. Guarded by Smith. Here's Hauser. There's the triple. Hits the three-pointer. Hauser's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Jones. Craig against Williams. Craig passes to Tatum. Here's Hauser, just 5 to shoot, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Dosunmu. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. 9-point game. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Here's Pritchard. No made baskets yet. Lets it fly. Boston, no good that time either. Chicago leading by 12. Three-pointer. Dosunmu can't hit. Boston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And it's Tatum missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Chicago's gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Outside, Williams. Pass to Jones. Jacks up a 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pritchard, no good. The Bulls have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Giddey's got space. And Pritchard pulls it down.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Chicago leading by 12. Outside Jones. The 3. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Jones has got 6 points.
Just finding the open man and making sure it's on time and on target. This is who Josh Giddey is.
And Williams over to help. Here's Pritchard. Nails it from beyond the arc. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Shoots. And the basket by Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Williams from long range. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Pass to Pritchard. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the half.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
From deep three-point land. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 5 rebounds in the game. For 3, Smith. He's off on that one. Good if it goes. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Chicago Bulls looking in total control. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Buzelis. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Vucevic's shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Operating inside, Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis with that release point and that size, difficult to check in the painted area.
Vucevic against Porzingis. The 3 ball. Rebound Boston. Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
And here's Brown for 3. On the break, Jaylen Brown.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
White with it, guarded by Vucevic. White, good.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Here's Buzelis. He's got 10. Outside Giddey. The 3 is up. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Tatum passes to Holiday. And it's off from 3-point range. Chicago leading by 7. 3-pointer, Buzelis drains the triple. Buzelis has got 13.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
Who poked away. The kick out to White. Uncovered. This one for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got 7 rebounds in the game. Buzelis, defended by Porzingis. From deep, Giddey. Another three for Chicago.
Well, you see, the ability to get the ball where it needs to go is what really stands out regarding Buzelis.
Porzingis finds White. Outside Tatum. Brown with a screen. Takes the three. Boston again missing.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Celtics trail by 13. Outside Holiday. The three is up. He buries it from three. Holiday's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
Three-pointer, Vucevic. Holiday grabs the miss. Holiday's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Brown for three. That shot is off. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 17 points was their biggest margin. Tatum from long range. It's hauled in by White.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Brown passes to White. The three. And it's Chicago with a board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Launches a three. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Absolutely incredible what Kristaps Porzingis can do. He's over 7 feet. He's got an all-around game, and he's getting to every aspect of it right now.
Tatum passes to White. Over Buzelis. White can't hit. Oh, wow! He drills it from deep. And so it's the Chicago Bulls earning this break in the action, up 10. And their defense has... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. Patrick Williams out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Smith in at the center position. Dosunmu, right side. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Celtics trail by 8. Outside Tatum. Horford outside from the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dosunmu for 3. And no good. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Shireman. Here's Hauser. Williams defending. Hauser passes to Tatum. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior. Yes, sir.
There's a screen. Dosunmu for 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Screen by Horford. Tatum from long range. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Tipped. Here's Tatum. That won't go either for Tatum. Chicago leading by 6. And they're on the run. Back to Giddey. Dosunmu for 3. This shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Hauser. The kick to Tatum. Here's Hauser from behind the arc. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. So both teams changing it up here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Celtics trail by 9. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Williams from long range nails it from 3.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game. Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Collins. Fires the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Collins has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Hauser can't get it to go.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Boston has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Knocks down the long J.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
Williams misses. Celtics trail by 10. Holiday finds Tatum. Off target from outside.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
There's the 3, and Collins with the big block. Launches it from deep. Chicago grabs the miss.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Bulls.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Josh Giddey.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
56 seconds left in the fourth. White for 3. Holiday grabs the miss.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip. Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
To the wing on the left. 3-pointer, Buzelis. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. And the Bulls lead by 8.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. So Chicago takes the win. Exceptional effort.